for me, I've noticed that people say that there's so much political violence, and I mean, yes, we can talk about, Charlie Kirk and all the things that go on, and everyone thinks that there's this huge polarization, which there is to an extent. But like when I come out here, no one's trying to get me yet. So it's like no one. I feel like when I was here with the other, the people on the right, there was no clash between each other. Everybody was cordial. So as far as like a question is like, if there was any political violence in the world, that if you were to agree that that exists, what do you think would help, like, I guess, get rid of political violence in general right now? What would be the solution?
Well, I think you're certainly right that this protest has been incredibly peaceful. I think this is week 34 of this protest. It has been peaceful and welcoming, and all of the values that these people are advocating for. I think they're demonstrating. I think political violence absolutely is a problem, and I think that some of that is stemming from leadership who is explicitly advocating for violence. And we need leadership, and it there. This is cited. I mean,
Yeah.
political violence does occur all from both sides, but the reality is that you have Republican leadership that actively encourages it sometimes,
Okay.
and you don't see that from Democrats. You have President Trump, who, going back to his launch onto the political scene, was encouraging his supporters to punch members of the media or protesters and saying that he would cover their legal fees if they did. You have President Trump and Elon Musk making jokes about the person who invaded Nancy Pelosi's home and attacked her husband. There is no equivalent of that on the left. And so,
well, I mean, there's people that, like, when you go back to like the George Floyd, I mean, they were burning cities. I mean, and people were getting killed. So it's like.
But you're trying to equate.
No, I know, but
you're
yeah.
trying to equate actions of people on the ground with leadership. There is no equivalent.
I don't mean me. I just mean that's what they argue is that,
Sure.
Yeah, sorry.
Sure. There is no leadership of the Democratic Party. There's no elected official.
I get what you're saying. Yep.
There's no elected official who is out there encouraging violence in the way that there are specific examples that I can point to, much more than I just mentioned.
Yeah.
Of leaders of the Republican Party encouraging violence. And so step one is for the Republican leaders to stop doing that.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
There needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
So as you can see in the TikTok, clearly the left side has had the equivalent to what he was saying, and they do incite violence.